Tarkov A Halo Story is a non-profit fan-made audio drama by Jumperscape Audio set in the Halo universe. All rights to Halo are the property of Microsoft, Xbox, and Free4Free Industries. If you wish to support Tarkov A Halo Story and Jumperscape Audio's future projects, please consider finding us on Patreon or joining our Discord. Thank you for your listenership and enjoy the episode.
You understand how ridiculous that sounds, right? A key to another realm.
Sergeant Tarkov has shown no signs of falsifying information or insanity during his interrogation. The only issue has been a few spikes in aggression.
We need concrete evidence of his claims now. The Security Council has been breathing down my neck expecting answers ever since we pulled him off-world. Where is he now?
We had to escort him back to his cell, sir. He started to get hostile after he began speaking of this domain.
He'll explain himself to me first thing in the morning. I can't accept the words of a potentially compromised trooper. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now with that out of the way, what's the status of the object that Delta 4 recovered?
Still dormant. Dr. Glassman examined it and determined that there was a sort of life to it, but it can't be explained.
Have him shift his focus on understanding what exactly Captain Avon and his team recovered. We have no room for confusion during a time as controversial as this.
I'll pass the word to him, sir.
Good. Make sure the details about this operation and investigation stay under wraps, okay? Maybe with luck, we'll be able to walk out of this situation without having to worry about loose ends.
Sergeant, have you calmed down since our last conversation?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Continue what you were saying yesterday, please.
Right. What was it that I was saying?
You were just about to put the key into the wall that the construct had.
Yeah, I remember now.
Sergeant?
I'm sorry, it's hard to focus.
You're okay. Deep breaths.
Okay, so, the captain put the key where the construct had ordered him to.
Hello? Is anyone there? Delta 4, what's your status?
You are alone, you filthy caveman. Apologies. I was never quite the same after the activation.
Activation? The hell are you talking about?
That is not the matter at hand. Your team is safe, Sergeant Tarkov. Each locked in a separate instance of my domain.
If you're going to keep mentioning it, at least explain what it is.
And I would. However, your evil brain wouldn't be able to comprehend so much as a word what I would say to you. Take it as a place between reality and fiction.
Why did you pull us in here?
Because my domain is at risk. Those you call the Covenant have been searching for artifacts of the Forerunners for decades, and I'm afraid they've gotten too close to their most prized possession, knowledge. I have foreseen what will take place in the coming years of your war that you wage upon them, and I'm afraid that you will have no chance without intervention. Your people need a goal, something beyond themselves. For now, you will fight for survival against the coming genocide that will sweep your colonies. When the time comes, you must be ready to strike back.
What?
There is one among you who will be able to restore balance, and reclaim what is being lost. He will bear the weight of all humanity on his shoulders and carry you to victory. Until then, we must bide time.
Who's we?
You and I, Sergeant Tarkov. We will become an agent for correction. With a little meddling, we can ensure that events happen as they should. We cannot afford to fail.
You said there were zealots trying to get in here. My team can't beat them. How are we going to win that? I can't be an agent for correction if I'm dead.
Cleanse your fear. I will equip you with everything you need.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
We're out of time. More answers will come soon, but we must defend my domain. Succeed, and I will return to you. Thank you for freeing me, Reclaimer.
Why do you keep calling us Reclaimers?
Sound off!
Still in one piece, I think.
We're back.
What in the holy hell was that, sir? Don't ask me. I'm just in the dark as you are.
Sir.
Anyone want to explain to me why my badass sniper rifle is now a gun made of floating metal pieces?
It's all of our weapons. What did that thing do?
Damn, they're getting closer.
I don't know if these things can lock and load people.
But lock and load.
Get a sight down the hallway. Shoot anything that moves.
On it.
Whoa, that thing is crazy looking.
Shut up, Mike. They're almost on us.
Holy shit.
Did that thing just vaporize the bastard?
Whoa!
Mike! I got him! Guys? The other two, where did they... Tarkov, get Mike back on his feet.
What about the last gator?
I've got you covered. Get him up.
Can you walk?
It's breathing that's difficult at the moment.
Jane, I need a biofoam.
Yeah, sure. Don't come help me or anything.
Damn it, just toss it!
Yeah, I got it.
Sir, he's in no condition to fight. We have to call in for emergency medevac.
Not an option until the zone is cleared of coming in outposts. We deal with this problem, then get back on task to help the other teams.
Captain!
You meddling things you do not comprehend. This will only end in death.
Tarkov, you alright?
Yeah. Missed me, just barely.
Was that the last one?
Let's hope. Everyone up. We gotta get back to our primary objective.
Are we leaving these weapons behind, sir?
Maybe we can get some use out of them before they're confiscated by the spooks.
Sergeant, you expect me to believe that you were pulled into an alternate realm, given alien weapons, and brought down 4 zealots without sustaining a single casualty to your squad?
Yeah.
We're done for today, Sergeant. We will continue tomorrow morning. Guards, return to his cell.
Reclaimer.
You said that I'd be out of here by now. You said...
What I said is that you would be released once your task is complete. They do not believe you. You must give them more of what they want to hear.
Like what? Details and an all-knowing voice in my head?
If that's what's required. These people, they're not like the rest of your race. Who are they?
None of our business. They're like a bunch of all-seeing eyes with their sights set on humanity. They don't listen to people like me, not after what I've been through. How can I make them listen?
Find a voice who can reflect your own. Perhaps.
No way. Even if I tried to reach out to her, there's no way she would listen to someone as low in the chain of command as I am.
You worry too much, Reclaimer.
Would you stop calling me that? My name is Tarkov. Andor Tarkov.
You listen here, you little useless sack of flesh and bone. Of course, Tarkov. Now, shall we give her a try?
How do I get the message out to her?
The officer who's investigating your case has a communication device on her datapad. You can use it to send out an emergency request with the details of your situation.
And what if you're wrong about this? What if Oni plans on removing me from my position, or worse, killing me, to keep my voice from being heard by the rest of the UNSC?
One must learn to be content with the results of their actions. You are no different, Tarkov.
Sit. Your team left the cave and moved to complete your original main objective?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened during that part of the mission?
It was a clean sweep, as the original intel suggested. 3 ODST teams, 1 with heavy-duty alien weaponry. It was a slaughter.
Then, where did the casualty count come from?
There were reinforcements.
One, two, three, four, six. That's 10. 10 wraiths they just dropped off.
Where did these guys even come from? I thought we shut down the communication arrays.
Looks like we didn't do it fast enough.
I'm counting 20 plus hostiles near those tanks. Jackals and elites. Captain, we need a plan. We need to secure this defensive position before we can retaliate.
If we stay here, we're going to get bombed to hell by those tanks.
Sir, our boys are dropping like flies. We need to do something before we're all dead.
Jane, how much ammo do you have left in that sniper?
Only 2 rounds. I can't get a clear shot on those drivers with all this debris flying around.
Tarkov, we need a distraction so Jane can get a shot of those tanks. Jane, did you just hit that wraith in its fuel tank?
I didn't even pull the trigger.
Wait, did you guys see that?
Is there someone over there?
Jane, get a look down there. What's going on?
Scoping it out.
There's only 5 left. Jane, you see anything?
Holy shit.
What is it?
I have no idea. Whatever it is, it's fast.
Weapons down. I don't think it's a hostile. What makes you so sure, Captain? Nothing at all. Just hoping I'm right.
Jane, there. They just walked through that smoke. Get a closer look.
Well, I'll be damned.
Jane.
Troopers, stand down. You're safe now.